their hope for you is in this house.
Dominique Morgan is the national director of Black and Pink, a nationwide organization that supports formerly incarcerated LGBTQ plus people. Its main offices moved to Omaha a few years ago when Morgan took over.
Because this is my city. I've had the option to leave Omaha so many times, and I'm invested in Omaha creating the culture that we all say we want to have.
3, 2, 1.
February 16th will mark 1 year since the organization opened up its first Lighten House in Nebraska, a home that offers a safe healing space for its residents to get their life back on track.
You know, Lighten House doesn't make money. We don't charge people for rent. We buy the groceries. We support them in setting up savings accounts and things. But this is not a money maker for our agency. This is a people maker. This is a success maker, an opportunity maker. I have the books at home still.
Morgan knows what it's like to start over. She spent almost 10 years in Nebraska's prison systems. As a transgender woman, she was separated from the general population. She was told it was the only way the prison could keep her safe.
18 months of that and in solitary confinement, and 6 months of that 18 months actually living on death row.
That's why when the holidays came around a few weeks ago, she wanted Black and Pink to do something to let those behind bars know they are not forgotten.
I think if not all the time, at least at the holidays, it's important to challenge ourselves of how do we lean into the humanity of people, and not about forgiveness, because in many instances, it's not my space to give forgiveness, but I'm always in a position to give grace.
That meant making gift bags for every single person incarcerated in Nebraska. In 1 week, a total of 5,400 bags.
And my staff from California all the way to New Jersey spent a week ordering things. We had books made for them, pens. We made sure that everyone got a SIM card, so now every person who's in corrections can FaceTime and video chat their family, their loved ones and children.
Morgan says the response from inmates was overwhelming.
And slowly but surely, I started receiving Facebook messages from people's aunts and mothers and cousins saying that, you know, my son called me, or my daughter called me, or my grandchild called me, and they didn't even know it was you, but I told them it was you, and thank you.
For Morgan, the gesture went full circle when she received a thank you from an unexpected person. John Lauder, a man currently on death row for murdering a transgender man named Brandon Tina and 2 others in Humboldt, Nebraska back in 1993. When Morgan was on death row, her cell was next to Lauder's.
For me to be a early 20-something and that man to have shown kindness to me, and to be almost 20 years later and to be able to show some sort of kindness to him as we show to everybody else who is incarcerated in our state, meant a lot. And that's why I do the work, and that's why I keep going forward.
Going forward and helping others feel supported so they too can move forward.
So this idea of moving forward, everyone moves forward, but we move forward at different paces. And the more that we can affirm that, the more we can talk about it, the more we can celebrate it, the more that we will have folks feeling seen and feeling appreciated.
And with her, a Black transgender woman, being the lead at this Omaha-based organization, she hopes she continues to help her city move forward.
Representation matters. If you look at the history of Nebraska, can anyone name a Black trans woman that has been in senior leadership or an executive director or a CEO of a company in our state's history? Can you name someone who's been positioned to lead this work nationally? So I think my presence is important, not because it's me, because of the identities I carry and the communities that I am in service to.